Hi, my name is Eileen Chevalier. Welcome to the launch of Docet. Docent is really hard to say, so please feel free to use the nickname Dodo. In fact, our logo is a drawing I did of an extinct dodo bird skeleton. So Dodo is perfectly good, but Docet is actually from Latin, the Latin word docere, which means to teach. My favorite definitions for docere are show, tell, and guide. So we like to say that Docent is the guide for the show and tell teacher. So I've been a classroom teacher and I now homeschool my own kids, and my master's degree is in art and design. So Docent is kind of a marriage of my design background with my education background and my passion for those two things. So here at Docent, we really like making beautiful products that can teach and challenge and inspire learners of all ages. Our first product is the Typewriter Aalphabet. So you can see it here on the wall behind me, and we're selling it in two formats. So there are the art cards and the flashcards. So the art cards are what I originally designed back when my first child was born, and I really wanted an alphabet for her room. But instead of buying an alphabet set, I decided to draw the alphabet set, and instead of just drawing flowers, I decided to cut them in half to section them so that I could see everything that was going on inside the flower. That took a really long time. So 10 years later, I finished all the drawings and my children no longer needed to learn the alphabet. So I added numbers using different flower parts and put them up as a typewriter, which is why it is the Typewriter Aalphabet. If you buy the cards, you can use them however you want. If you want to put them up in a typewriter style, absolutely, I love that. I have a video on how to do that you can find on YouTube. If you don't want to do that, you can put them up straight, just A through Z across your room. You can also write out your kid's name if you don't have repeating letters, or just do initials. You can also frame them or mail them as a card so that someone else can frame them. So after I made the art cards, I decided to start writing a book about information about botany. And that book was kind of long, and I realized as I was writing it that I really was in love with the idea of cards. So what I did was I took those two things and combined them and made the flashcards. They're in this beautiful tuck box. 36 cards, just like you see behind me, except that this time they are in a playing card format, made out of playing card material. So they're flexible, durable, made for little hands. And instead of just having the pictures on the front, you can turn them over and there's information on the back about botany. The 0 card in the back has the index of all of the topics that we cover. Every card has a different topic. So when your child is young or your students are young, you can just learn the alphabet. Because they're in a card format rather than a book format, you can give them different letters and let them put them in alphabetical order. You can do the same with numbers. You can have them match up colors together, and you can even go online and print off coloring pages at the Docent website. So those are all available there, A through Z and 0 through 9. Then as your child gets older, you can read to them and then they can start reading to you. And we also are in the midst of creating an entire 36 lessons online. So on YouTube, there are lessons that cover all the topics that are on these cards. So we go into depth more than we can do on these cards because they're not very large. But there are lesson guides that you can also download on our website. And they give the definitions, and then there are questions for them to investigate and ideas for journal activities. So I am very into having an art and design background, that tactile interaction. So we give lots of journal activities so the students can really interact with that information as well. Another thing that's on our YouTube channel are flower dissections. So as you know, every single one of these cards is a flower that has been cut in half and drawn. And that process was amazing for me. So to sit in my studio and cut those open and discover for myself what was inside them was phenomenal. So I want to share that with you guys. And so I make videos where I cut open the flowers so that you too can see what's inside them. And actually, I see much more than I did when I was drawing these because I try to get flowers that are very young. So like for the rose, we have a rose bud, and then the developing rose all the way to a rose hip. And we cut open every single one. So it's not just that one flower that you see cut open as it is up there. It's the development of how those things change as the flower is developing. So you can look at our YouTube channel for those. And also on our YouTube channel, just a few teaching videos. So I've taught in different situations and over a long period of time. And I love teaching. I'm very passionate about it. So I've made some videos about teaching itself, so you can check those out. Thank you guys for listening to this video and hopefully for joining us and enjoying our videos and the products that we've created for you. And most of all, we would just really love for you to help spread the word. It's a weird time, and that's why we need you guys. This is how it's getting spread, through videos and through word of mouth. So if you could share this with your friends, then that would be amazing and wonderful, and we would appreciate it. Thank you so much.